Hi everyone, MRR Assassin here. Today we're doing something a little different. Instead of playing a game, couldn't really find a game that interested me. So today we're going to be reviewing or reading through subreddits, the world news, and some science. Because why not boost our knowledge a little bit? Let's say this is a brain booster episode. Haven't done that in a while. Let's do this. Let's get started. I feel like boosting my brain a little. 76% of hospitalized COVID 19 patients experience symptoms 6 months later. That is crazy. How many people have flu symptoms 6 months after getting the flu? A new study from China shows that more than 3/4 of COVID 19 patients who were sent to hospital experienced at least one symptom of the virus 6 months after first falling ill. That is crazy. Because COVID 19 is such a new disease, we are only beginning to understand some of its long term effects on patients' health. That's why we can't just say, oh, it's just a flu. It's 99.7 survivability rate. The mortality rate or survivability rate, that's unimportant, in my opinion. 31% had a reduced lung function. 23% of the 1,692 people who took the walking test performed poorer than a normal person. They had reduced kidney function. 53% of them had reduced antibody levels 6 months after their visit to the hospital. So it makes it easier for you to get sick with other diseases after getting it. New research shows the Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine can protect against the mutations found in Britain and South Africa. That's good news. Update. Twitter takes down China's baby-making machines. Tweet. What? Hey, the Queen got her vaccination. There's a lot of news about vaccines and COVID-19 in the world news. Who'da thunk it, eh? Oh shit. Huge sinkhole, 22,000 square feet across and 66 feet deep, opens up outside Italian hospital. Let's see that sinkhole. Holy shit, look at that. That's huge. Did anyone get hurt? Happened at 6:30 a.m. local time. Various vehicles that were parked in the area plummeted into the chasm. Some people thought it was an explosion, but that was dismissed. No injured or victims. Good. Let's find some non-COVID news. UK government breaks promise to maintain ban on bee-harming pesticide? That's awful. Come on now. Fine, accept my cookies. I thought it was like a paywall. Pesticide believed to kill bees has been authorized for use in England despite an EU-wide ban 2 years ago, an explicit government pledge to keep the restrictions. That's not good. Protect the bees. Emergency use of the product. If it kills bees, don't use it. Simple as that. Strictly limited to a non-flowering crop and will be tightly controlled to minimize any potential risk to pollinators. We'll see. I think if it kills bees, I don't think it even matters if it's only on non-flowering plants. Kim Jong-un says U.S. biggest enemy and says nuclear submarine plans complete. So I guess that whole handshake with Donald Trump meant nothing. Americans are still the biggest enemy. Not good, not good. World news is a little depressing, not gonna lie. 2020 ties for the hottest year on record. Kinda saw that coming. Even this winter, we've had a couple cold days, but here in Canada, it should be colder than it is right now. At least consistently. It's been a very mild winter, and it feels a little different. We've had warm Decembers, but it feels different, you know? You know? Tied with 2016. Average global temperatures were 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit or 1.25 degrees Celsius warmer than pre-industrial levels. Not good. In nearly every way, 2020 was a record year for climate-related disasters. I think the pandemic, slowed it down a little bit with everyone staying at home. I think manufacturing plants decreased their levels compared to previous years. But, I don't know. We still haven't fixed the ongoing problem just by staying home. Record declines in ice cover. Not good, not good. Alright, let's look at science now. The social class and wealth of your ancestors, even from as far back as 600 years ago, partly determine my current income. There is a glass floor that protects descendants of the upper class, from falling down the economic ladder. Huh. So my ancestors from 1400s determine my current income? This is a very small little page for the study. For all people living in the Italian city of Florence in 1427. These individuals have been associated using their surnames with their pseudo-descendants living in Florence in 2011. We find that long-running earnings elasticity is about 0.04. We also find that an even stronger role for real wealth inheritance and evidence of persistence in belonging to certain elite occupations. That's kind of fascinating. Oh, now we know why platypus are so weird. Their genes are part bird, reptile, and mammal. Is that really explaining why they're so weird? That just means they are more weird. Like, what happened with the platypus to make them so weird? They're a little bit of everything. A little bit of a political topic here. Conservatives are more sensitive to the violation of social norms than liberals. Social norms are underlying rules that guide our social behavior. A person's sensitivity to social rule breaking is linked to their political orientation. I feel like that's kind of intuitive. I want to hear some examples that they give. Did a study with some French Canadians, average age of 24, and they did a social norm violation task with 102 different scenarios involving behaviors that varied in appropriateness. Like a person dancing on a subway platform, a person dancing at an art museum, and their political opinions were assessed. They found that the right-wing political orientation rated more items as strongly inappropriate than those of left-wing beliefs. Findings also fall in line with moral foundations theory, which is right-wing supporters place greater emphasis on the values of in-group loyalty, authority, respect, and purity, sanctity, than leftists do. It was a pretty limited study where it's just French Canadians. It's just the people of Quebec that are just oh so offended when someone dances in the in the train station. Fascinating, but very limited in the study. Expanded working from home boosts income for select few, worsening inequality. Study finds increasing overall ability to work from home primarily helps workers who are male, older, highly educated, and already highly paid. I've been working from home since March of last year, and I feel pretty lucky to be in that type of situation. I don't know, I feel like I didn't really need a study to know that, that there is a worsening inequality going on. All the people that work in the service industry are really suffering because those are the things that are getting shut down. And all the people that work in cubicles, or the people that are chief such and such officer, those guys are still making big bucks because they didn't really need to go into the office that often anyway. They could do lots of their work by making phone calls or doing Zoom meetings. Heading outdoors keeps lockdown blues at bay. Levels of happiness were higher when participants were outdoors rather than indoors. In addition, more daily screen time and higher levels of loneliness were both associated with lower levels of happiness. Yeah, I think connection with nature is very important. I myself want to increase my level of outdoor activity. I hope to do some camping this year again. I did it last year too, and it was lots of fun. I plan on doing that again. I actually got a new cooking stove thing that's for camping, a little propane burner of some sort, and I'm looking forward to trying that out. Cook some good grub. Alright, I think we're going to leave it here fun little casual brain booster reviewing the news. Leave a like or a comment in this video if this is something that you want to see more of. I know it's quite different from my recent videos that I've been making, so it might not be for everyone. And if there's a certain subreddit that you guys want me to review or go through, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to review that, because there is tons of stuff on Reddit to look through. We are just scratching the surface of what is out there. Thanks for watching. Moi moi.